Hi, this is Natalie. I'm here with Syracuse Music Scene. I'm with Jay Foss and Indo. Tell me a little bit about yourselves as musicians.
Well, I actually don't make music. I paint with sounds. And being a sound painter is pretty interesting because all of the colors of the wind, they just come together to make beautiful compositions. I learned about this when I was in high school, and then I started producing music to kind of sound like Pharrell. But now I was like, I don't want to sound like Pharrell because he doesn't paint with sounds.
Started writing songs around 13, 14 years old, and that was just between me and the bathroom mirror. And then once I got the courage to get, into a studio, then I, was like rapping in front of friends and, whoever I could to, find me someone that I could get into the studio with. And then that's how the whole thing took off.
Was there somebody that you guys looked up to that made you want to get involved in music? I mean, how did your talent come about, and when did you really know that you had this talent of writing and producing music?
Mine started with, like I said, I was a fan of Pharrell, and then it turned into like just listening to more and more music producers that I thought were dope. So like Kanye, Timbaland, Rico Love, like people like that. And I was just like, I could probably do this, and I could do it pretty dope too. So I started trying it or whatever, and like my first beats were pretty whack. My first songs were pretty whack too. But like over time, like it just got better and better. So by the time I got to college, like I put out a mixtape and people were like, yeah, I really like this. I really fuck with this or whatever, excuse me. But, from there it just took off.
When I was 14, my dad wouldn't let me listen to Kanye's College Dropout, and if he would have let me listen to it, I probably wouldn't have been a rapper. But like he was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna let you listen to it because I feel like it's gonna influence you some type of way," and that influenced me. And like so, Kanye was a huge piece of it. And then like I made my first mixtape, I think my junior year of high school, junior year. And my friend put me on the Currency, and I thought Currency was the coolest dude ever. And then ever since then, I just started making music, said to myself, yeah, I could do this.
How did you start to build a name for yourself when you were starting to develop mixtapes and get yourself out there?
I started working the streets, using crack cocaine and my body. That's how.
Every day.
Yeah, exactly. 12 to 4, and that's 12 a.m. to 4 p.m. So I was really out there. And then, after the job was done, I'd also give them a complimentary, mix CD of some stuff I had. Nah, I would I'd pass out mixtapes like in high school all the time. I started putting myself online. Facebook. I might have had music out like when MySpace was popular. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, MySpace definitely jumped it off. Are you guys going back to MySpace? That's like a big thing everybody's talking definitely about. I'm not. Don't do it.
What venues have you performed at in the Syracuse area, and which ones have you performed at together?
Well,
we have
performed at
all of them,
such as
the Westcott,
Funk and Waffles,
Bubbles,
Fusion,
Goldstein Auditorium,
Shine Underground.
Of those venues, including college parties and whatnot, what would you say, which venue was your favorite to perform at, and why?
One that really sticks out in my mind, two, would be like the first time I played a real college house party, like in the attic, like 50 kids in there, beer pong going, the lights were like Christmas lights and crazy shit like that. And like I'm just looking around, and I go like, this is when my rap name was Delirium, and I'm just like, Delirium, and then the whole crowd just stops and everybody yells back, Delirium, and like we just start rocking out, and that's when I played with like Sophistafunk, and I had the crowd jumping so much in the attic that the floor was like literally shaking. And Adam Gold from Sophistafunk, his speaker, like one of his amps fell over and it broke. I'm sorry, Adam. I really apologize that the crowd did that to your speaker, but it was love.
What makes you different from other artists either here on campus or in the Syracuse area?
What separates me from everyone else? I'm nuts. Like, I'm actually crazy. I'm not afraid to to say stuff, and over time, like, it didn't come as natural for me as it did for him, but I started becoming like a visual audio poet, painter, sound painter, archaeological stuff with music, and then it just came together really cool, and it's been coming together a lot better for me than it has for others. So my sound painting, I'm like the Pablo Picasso of sound painting.
Where do you guys see yourself in 5 to 10 years after you graduate from Syracuse University, and what are some career goals that you have for yourselves?
I just launched a production company last year, Tuxedo Asylum. Cheddar! Wonder Twin Powers ahoy! But, so I just want that
Unite. It's Unite. Ahoy is like those cookies. Wonder Twin Powers, they touched the rings and it was form of an animal and then an object. Yeah, exactly. Eagle bucket of water. It was always Eagle bucket of water.
That's...
Continue.
Okay. So, I just want that production company to pop off in the sense, like, I'm trying to partner with a major label, put out my music, produce for other artists. I do a lot of work with Jay Foss and a couple of other local artists here. Shouts to Shosh and Jackie. So I just want all of them to pop off because, like Foss said, we're like a family more so than we're like a label. Like I started it, but I'm not the boss. Everybody has input and everybody wants it to grow the same way.
He's definitely the boss.
Yeah, I'm definitely the boss, but still, it's only just because I text everybody at 10 a.m. like, don't be late for the photo shoot. But just trying to grow, as a unit and as a producer and stuff. So that's pretty much my thing.
In 5 to 10 years from now, I see myself just being on the road as much as possible. Like, my dream is to tour as much as I possibly can, and just live out some experiences that I wouldn't get to otherwise. So with that, meeting new people in the music industry, getting my name out there, having people I've always looked up to, like, Pharrell and Kanye and Currency or whoever, to want to work with me, I think would be the biggest achievement in terms of my career. And I don't know, probably start other projects on the side, t-shirt company, something like that, just some other fun stuff. But for me, it's just about, like, having fun and enjoying the ride. So I'm just still going to be making music, still going to be Jay Foss.
Okay, it was a pleasure meeting you guys. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.